If I have a message, it's for the fans, and that it's no. When I think of how special Anfield is and how special Liverpool is, as we were talking before we did this, everywhere you go around the world, people are talking about it.
On today's edition of Anfield Uncovered, we're diving into the growing chaos surrounding Liverpool's summer plans as pressure continues to mount on FSG, while massive questions are now being asked about Mohamed Salah's future, Liverpool's transfer strategy, Luis Diaz, Adam Wharton, and the club's next big move in the market. Before we get into all the details, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Anfield Uncovered, and turn on notifications so you never miss a Liverpool update. This summer is starting to feel absolutely massive for Liverpool. Not just because of who could arrive, but because of what's at stake. There's a growing feeling among supporters that this transfer window could define the entire direction of the club under Arne Slot. And right now, emotions among fans are completely divided. Because while Liverpool continue to be linked with exciting names across Europe, many supporters are becoming increasingly frustrated with the club's overall transfer strategy compared to rivals like Manchester City. That comparison keeps coming up everywhere. City move aggressively. They identify targets quickly. They strengthen from positions of power. Meanwhile, some Liverpool fans feel the club are constantly reacting instead of dominating the market. And naturally, that frustration has once again brought FSG under heavy criticism. Many supporters believe this squad still needs major investment if Liverpool are serious about competing for Premier League and Champions League titles consistently again. Especially with uncertainty surrounding several key players. And that brings us straight to Mohamed Salah. Even though recent reports suggested Salah could now be leaning towards staying at Liverpool, the reality is the club are still preparing for every possible scenario behind the scenes. Because Liverpool know one thing for certain. Replacing Salah is almost impossible. You're talking about goals, assists, fear factor, leadership, consistency, all wrapped into one player. That's why reports suggest Liverpool's recruitment team are already monitoring several elite attacking options capable of leading the next generation. And one name causing serious debate among supporters is Khvicha Kvaratskhelia. Some fans believe he has the flair, unpredictability, and explosiveness to become Liverpool's next superstar attacker. Others feel replacing Salah requires a completely different profile entirely. And then there's the Luis Diaz conversation. Because suddenly, Diaz himself has become one of the most talked about names around the club. There are growing rumours suggesting Liverpool could face difficult decisions regarding Luis Diaz this summer if major offers arrive. Now that possibility alone has created huge debate within the fan base. Some supporters believe Diaz remains one of Liverpool's most dangerous attacking players and should be untouchable. Others feel the club may eventually need to make ruthless decisions if they want to fully reshape the attack under Arne Slot. And honestly, this is where things begin to feel very complicated. Because Liverpool aren't just planning for one future right now. They're potentially preparing for multiple scenarios at once. A future with Salah. A future without Salah. A future where Diaz stays. And another where major sacrifices are made to fund a bigger rebuild. Meanwhile, another name strongly linked with Liverpool is Adam Wharton. Reports suggest Liverpool admire the young midfielder massively, with many inside the club viewing him as one of the brightest midfield talents in England. Composed on the ball. Tactically intelligent. Confident under pressure. Exactly the type of profile Liverpool are believed to be targeting moving forward. But once again, fans are asking the same question. Will Liverpool actually move decisively for these targets, or will rivals strike first? Because that fear is becoming increasingly common among supporters. Then there's the Curtis Jones situation. According to reports, Liverpool still see Curtis Jones as an important part of the squad moving forward, despite growing competition in midfield. And honestly, Jones represents something many fans still value deeply, a local player who genuinely understands the club. But with Liverpool expected to continue strengthening, questions naturally remain about where he fits long-term. And finally, another name being discussed heavily across Europe, Michael Olise. Reports suggest Bayern Munich remain very interested in the talented winger, while Liverpool continue monitoring several attacking situations carefully. And honestly, this entire summer is beginning to feel like one giant balancing act. Liverpool are trying to rebuild, compete, protect key players, replace legends, and satisfy a fan base desperate to see the club move aggressively again, which is exactly why the pressure on FSG keeps growing louder. Because Liverpool fans don't just want promises anymore. They want action. And over the next few months, we may finally discover exactly how ambitious this new era truly is. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to Anfield Uncovered.